guys, it's Ray. Welcome back to my channel, Intuitive Ray. I am here with another pick a card. I've been wanting to do this for a few days. I've been called to do it. It is January 2022. A lot of us are experiencing a lot internally and externally. So this pick a card is titled, What Do You Need to Know Right Now? What do you need to hear right now? I'm here to just, dive deep into what's going on in our everyday lives. Yes, this is a collective reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you want to book a one-on-one session with me, the information is below. Please beware of scammers, okay? I would never just approach you asking you for money, okay? I would never DM you asking you for money. I do operate my business with integrity, so if you're wanting to connect with me one-on-one, you can book with me. The information is below in the description box, or definitely enjoy the pick a card and take what you can. If you want to leave a love donation support, all of that information is below. But I really just want to get into each pile. I don't want this to be too long. The full moon is on Monday, the 17th of January. Today is January 11th, 2022. It is a 111 portal. So what better ways to tap in and see what's going on, to give you guys some insight and some higher wisdom on how to navigate the present and what's coming moving forward, okay? We do have 3 piles. The first pile is the beautiful tiger's eye, okay? I love this. It's one of my favorite crystals. Also, I feel like whatever pile you choose, you should really work with this specific crystal throughout winter solstice. Pile 2 has the beautiful selenite, okay? And then pile 3 has the beautiful smoky quartz, okay? It's a great protection stone. Smoky quartz was like my first fave. Now my favorite is the Urkema diamond. And I can't even find my Urkema diamond. So losing something significant could be insignificance to you. But without further ado, take a moment to pick your pile. And while you're picking your pile, I'm going to say a prayer. And then of course you can click on the timestamp to fast forward to your specific pile, okay? Just breathe, my love, breathe. God, source, angels, ancestors, God's universe, please use me to guide the collective on what they need to hear right now. Thank you for using me as a channel for each specific pile to help them today and the days coming. Gratitude, Ashe. Without further ado, let's get into pile 1. Pile 1, hey beloved, you chose the beautiful tiger's eye, okay? So if you didn't watch the beginning, I definitely recommend working with tiger's eye throughout this winter solstice, grounding, stability, personal power. I did pre-shuffle. I saw some of the cards when they fell out, but in starting this, I don't remember what cards are which. But to save time, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I did pre-shuffle. I will shuffle on camera with one of my decks to get any final messages, but I just wanted this to be a brief overview before I upload the full moon in Cancer pick a card. And the full moon in Cancer is on Monday the 17th. We have Mercury retrograde in full effect on, I believe, the 14th or the 15th. It's this coming up weekend. So a lot is happening, and then Neptune is retrograde in Capricorn. It's a lot going on. And so let's see what you need to hear right now, okay? So starting off, so today is January 11th, and then you're starting off with 11, perfect harmony, pile 1. So I'm getting, no matter how chaotic things may seem, all is still in perfect harmony. You have nothing to worry about. This is a trumpet, I believe. If I'm incorrect on this instrument, please, let me know in the comments. But I'm viewing this, no, this isn't a trumpet, it's something else. But I'm viewing it as a trumpet, okay? I feel like when you're really stressed out mentally, connecting with music is a great way for you to release whatever is inside that needs to come out. I feel like your spirit team speaks to you through music, so definitely pay attention to the songs that come up on your playlist, the songs that come up on your radio in the car as you're moving day to day, and specifically pay attention to the words. Like songs, whatever song you hear when you see this or around the time that you see this today or in the coming days, songs specifically have messages for you. And I feel like the songs that you're listening to as well is letting you know, like they have some message regarding everything is okay. I hear trouble don't last always, but it's specifically like everything is okay. You may not know what to do, you may not know the next step, but as long as you trust in spirit, trust in God, trust in the universe, trust in divine order, there's nothing to worry about. All is well, okay? Also with this, I feel like some of you need to express yourself through music, express yourself through poetry, through songwriting. Music and self-expression are like, they shake hands with each other. So definitely connect with music. Or if you used to write and no longer write, start writing. You have a lot to express. You have a lot that needs to get out. It's like with this, you see how, follow me here, okay? So it's like as this instrument is circling and exposing itself to express itself, this is you, okay? These are your feelings and emotions. They're wrapped up inside of you, and spirit is trying to get them to come out so that you can move forward and not remain stagnant and content. There needs to be a self-expression in a way that you've never done it before. You need to express yourself in a way you've never expressed yourself before. And I saw 7-11 on the timer when I said that. So yeah, all is in perfect harmony. You may see 111, 11, 11 a lot, and that's to iterate that you really have nothing to worry about. Just pray and affirm, and I hear use all of your tools and resources that you have within to your advantage, okay? All right, let's see what else. So for this, I pulled some shadow work cards, and if I recall correctly, you were the only pile that received 2. So let's flip both of these over. Ooh. We have revenge, okay? And then we have perchance to dream. So with this, I hear love affair, okay? There's a love affair that you have experienced recently or are experiencing that has caused you immense heartbreak. I hear betrayal. I hear how could you? And then I hear the song by, I think it's by Mario. How could you let somebody lay where I lay? How could you give them everything that we made? That song. And with this, it was like you had a dream. You had a specific vision. You had a dream. You had a goal to accomplish with another person. And with this 28, 2 plus 8 is 10. That has come to an end. Also, I feel like someone tried to dim your light, okay? Someone has tried to suffocate your success as well. And with this, like you're ready to you're ready to cut heads off, but the song I hear is what is it? Is it I whoop your head, boy, you know I will, or I bust your head, boy, you know I will. That song. If you don't know that song, don't worry about it. But with music coming up with these cards, it's like you're in this energy of, why is this happening to me? Fuck this. And now I hear Kanye West, how could you be so heartless? And now I hear Omarion Icebox. Okay, so a lot of negative emotion when it comes to love is happening for you, and you don't see. It's like I see you on your hands and knees crying, like, why God, why me? Like, why did I have to go through this? Why did I have to experience this? And you may not know why, but trust that all is in perfect harmony. Everything is happening just as it's supposed to. And there was something, I feel like there was like, whatever this heartbreak was, you were given like, you chose to ignore your intuition with something. And that's what you need to dig deeper on. Why do you ignore your intuition? When you see certain red flags, why do you say that it's okay to accept that red flag instead of addressing it head on to prevent a bigger problem? Okay. And this is also Spirit is saying, don't give up on love. God is love. Spirit is love. To connect with Spirit, you have to have an open heart. If your heart is closed, if it's bitter, if it's cold, you make it extremely hard for Spirit to come in and heal your heart and mold your heart and to help heal you so that you can learn the lesson, learn the signs, and move forward. But definitely I hear don't become resentful, because just on the other side is everything that you've ever wanted. But you have to master emotional intelligence. You have to see the lesson. You have to see the reason. You have to see the purpose. And you also have to accept. You have to accept and not expect. Okay, so when it comes to accept that people come into your life for a reason. Okay, and this could be finishing up some past life issues in this lifetime. It could be to teach you a lesson as far as, you know, yourself, what you lack within, what you need to be more aware of, what you need to look forward going forward in a partner. But also, what was I said accept and, oh, and not expect. Release the expectation of someone to be around forever. Okay? Because you could think that, and I've been through this a multitude of times where I've gotten with past partners and I'm just like, oh, you're the one. You're the one. I'm going to marry you. I'm going to have a family with you. We're going to build. We're going to create. And then I ended up in this same energy, heartbroken, resentful. I even got into the mentality where I'm just going to be asexual. I'm not going to deal with anyone but myself. I'm going to marry myself, give to myself. I can't, if I just worry about me, no one else has room to hurt me. But that's not what God wants. That's not what your higher self wants. That's not what your inner child wants. So don't allow the heartbreak to overpower your life. Like, yes, go through the emotion, okay? Because emotions are a motion of feelings. So grow through the emotion, understand the lesson, but be mindful to not become bitter. Please keep an open heart, because I hear love still awaits you. Love still awaits you, but you need to choose better, okay? Next we have don't let your past hold you back. So yes, past heartbreak, past lives, and I feel like whatever this is that you're experiencing, whatever form of heartbreak this is, this could be with a lover, this could be with friendships, whatever is breaking down in your life. This is definitely giving me past life vibes. And I'm getting, this is something that is generational as well. Like, I don't know, if you're a female watching this, the women in your family may only, you know, date certain men if they have a certain status. Or if you're a man, you may only date a woman if she's able to submit. Like, people have their perceptions and expectations of how things should go in a relationship, in a partnership, in a friendship. And it's time to change the narrative. Don't let whatever this is and whatever past heartbreak build up to, I see a particular card in my heart deck where there's a cage over the heart, and the heart is wanting to express itself, but you're so scared and you're so fearful that it just, you keep all of your love to yourself. And God is saying you still have so much love to express. And with this being a green card as well, open your heart, really work on your heart chakra. I understand, like right now you're in this dark energy, and Spirit is saying keep pushing through to this light energy. Open your heart and really open your heart. Like, if you see this isn't an open node. So open your heart to the divine. The divine is up, okay? And the divine is in the heart. And also, I feel like you need to fully heal before moving on. And I say that because I'm getting the energy of, you know, you go through one heartbreak and then you find, what do they call a rebound? You find a rebound, end up falling in love with the rebound hurts you, and this is a consistent cycle. So with this is saying you need to stop involving other people in love matters, stop involving the rebounds, because with rebounds, that's using people to fill an emotional void, okay? A rebound allows the hurt to become numb. But when you do that to another individual, you create your own karma for that, because it's not genuine, okay? You're doing something for self-satisfaction, for the ego. And I feel like life has shown you how that can play out, okay? Yeah, and for some of you, this is a very, very hard truth to accept. A lot of things are being enlightened. I see shit just falling down. Like, what is the game? Jenga? Is that how you pronounce it? Where you build with the wooden pieces to the top, and then you have to take it out and keep putting it on top. But I just see so many of them just falling. So that's letting me know that your foundation of how you move in life, your foundation of how you love, your foundation of how you judge people, who you accept in life, all needs to be reevaluated. And the chaos that's happening in your life, the hard truths that are being revealed and spoken, is to align everything for you in divine perfect harmony. And it's like you may not see the light at the end of the tunnel, but the light is there. But you have to accept some hard truths about yourself, and you have to be able to take accountability for those truths in order to shift it and change it and invite new and better and everlasting into your life, okay? And then, pile one, we have the dead end, okay? So with this dead end, and if you see this hand is like a stop sign, okay? I hear stop. In the name of love, before you break my heart. Okay, I don't even know if stop is a part of those lyrics, but that's what I hear. And so when it comes to the dead end, again, this is really validating and reiterating that how you've been moving is you've been moving from a closed heart and not an open heart. And as long as you move like this, nothing prosperous, nothing fruitful will come of it. As you, like, look at this card, okay? It's a lot of darkness and a little bit of light, okay? And this is also giving me you being like, it's like you're in the middle of nowhere in the forest, right? And you have no map, no direction on how to move, how to get out. It's like navigating a maze. Like, what do I do? But specifically, I see you in the forest and you don't know what to do. So I just hear you like putting your hands out, like, God, I surrender. Please, please show me the way, show me the path, show me the light. And throughout with this surrender, because it is an energy of surrendering, and with this energy of choosing different and trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting when you move from an open heart, when you move from purity, when you move in a way to ensure that you're not hurting others, then the guidance that you're given, you don't question. But when you do things with ill intent, you start to question your intuition. So Spirit is saying definitely reflect on that, check on that, and heal from that, okay? Now let's see, let me get final messages for you, then we're going to get out of here. Final messages for Tiger's Eye Pile 1. Final messages, thank you. 13, Scorpio energy, release. This is a time for a rebirth. It's time to transform. It's time to open your heart. It's time to allow divine love to flow in. And if you don't have, I'm getting some of you, it's like the only love you have in your life comes from a partner. But how about you choose to receive that love from God? How about you choose to receive that love from your angels, your ancestors, the universe? Allow nature to love on you. You love on nature. There's love in so many things and more than just a person. But you have to see that in order to accept that. So be very, very aware of that. What do you need to release? What is unhealthy that you've been carrying around? What no longer serves you that you're still trying to make serve you? Okay? And then we have, for what you need to surrender, we have challenges. It says, unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms. If you are open, please take over divine and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. Going back to the beginning, it doesn't last always. But if you choose to have that mentality that, oh, I'll never have a divine partner, or I'll never have a person that truly loves me for me, then that's what you'll receive. But if you stay hopeful and all will come together as it should in 2022, then you have nothing to worry about. But really, really go within, and I feel like some of you need to go back to childhood and reflect on other relationships that you saw and how those relationships that you saw growing up has affected your relationships in adulthood. And hood, there's emphasis on the word hood. So, you know, like on a car, you have to open the hood to get to the engine to see what's going on if your check engine light is on. So Spirit is saying you need, your check engine light is on. You need to open the hood, inspect your inner engine, and transform it. It's time for a new engine, okay? It's time for an oil change, okay? It's time for the fluids to be topped up and topped off. It was 2202 on the timer when I said that. So it's time to balance, realign, open the hood, go within. And that's what you need to hear right now, Pile 1. So I hope this resonates. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, thank you for being here with me. And I will see you in the full moon in Cancer shadow work pick a card, okay? Bye. Pile 2, welcome back to my channel. It is Ray. I am here with a what you need to know in here right now. Pick a card. Sorry, y'all. To moisturize my lips. But I've been called to do this pick a card because a lot of us are experiencing a multitude of things internally and externally. And I just feel like we need some messages from God, from Source. So I'm here to give you some enlightenment. This is the first time I've ever done a pick a card like this, and I'm excited to see the messages. Pile 1 was intense. So yeah, you guys chose Selenite, okay? And so like I was saying at the beginning of the video, whatever crystal you choose, I feel like you should definitely work with this throughout the winter solstice. Selenite is a crystal. It's a powerful crystal. It's a crystal that you really don't even have to cleanse. It naturally cleanses itself, and it cleanses other stones around it. So Selenite is the motherfucking truth, okay? Like, it's really, really the truth. But I did pre-shuffle because I didn't want this to be too long. I will pull final messages on camera for you guys. I don't know. I saw like some of the cards as I was pre-shuffling, but getting into the messages, I don't remember what pile had what. So let's get into it without further ado, shall we? So pile 2. You have a burst of magic. So you are transforming, okay? You are going through a deep transformation internally. And this, I wanted to say deep transformation internally and externally, but it's like you're being reborn within, and it's being, I don't want to say this so it's confusing, but it's like you're being reborn within, and that's also being expressed in your external reality, Okay. So let's just say, you know, within you're choosing to implement boundaries, okay? And as you implement boundaries with yourself, that starts to reflect on the people in your life. And some people may no longer be a part of the journey because they don't respect the boundaries. That's an example. But with this burst of magic, you are transforming into the highest version of yourself. You're definitely going through a spiritual ascension. This card is 48. 4 plus 8 is 12. Hangman energy. 12 is also about sacrifice. And so I'm getting, I hear Jay Holiday. Is it Jay Holiday? The pimp in me just died. It died. Yeah, that energy. But you're definitely ascending, transcending, and transforming. And this is a magical time for you. I feel like you are getting downloads in your sleep, in your dreams with these stars. It's like you're going through an overnight transformation, but it's not really an overnight transformation because, like, I see for you, and with these multitude of flower petals, like each petal is a transformation within itself, okay? And I feel like this is happening for you throughout the entire winter solstice. And by the time spring comes, I was about to say clums. By the time spring comes, and it's time for the rebirth outside in nature, you're also having a rebirth, like, it's like new me who this, like you're having a transformation to the world. Like the world is seeing a sorry y'all, I'm trying to get it out. The world is seeing your divine transformation during the spring. But during the winter, you're going through this behind closed doors. And I feel like you want to open up, right? And invite like the outside world in. But this is really between you and spirit, you and God, you and your ancestors. And this is really, really beautiful. It's magical, like truly. Also, with this burst of magic, so you know how like on a mannequin, I see this as a mannequin, right, with no arms, okay? So it's like some of you are redressing yourself. So I get a total transformation, okay? From the way you present yourself, the way you dress, the way you look, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you honor yourself. Like you're noticing the essence of you, and you're also discovering your divine purpose in this lifetime as you go through this transformation. And it's like each piece of the I was about to say each piece of the puzzle, but each piece of the petal is a part of this divine transformation, okay? And I hear it's the biggest one yet for you, okay? And also with the crown chakra, so if you see all of these stars are on top of her crown, so you are definitely having an intuition upgrade, a crown chakra upgrade. You are really, really developing a deeper connection with spirit right now. It's like one of those, when something goes wrong, instead of you stressing, you go to God, you go to spirit. And I don't know why the fuck I'm getting emotional, but it's new for you. It's new for you. It's new. It's something like you're responding and reacting in a way that your spirit team hasn't seen before, and they're proud of you, okay? I don't know if these are your emotions or your spirit team's emotions, but I hear you need to give yourself a hand clap. And I hear make a clap. I'm gonna say my fingers didn't want to snap. My fingers didn't want to snap, and there's no arms, right? There's something about no arms. So when I said there's something about no arms, I also saw the vision of like arms being behind your back. Because if you see me like this, like you can't see my arms, right? So it's like when you sit on your hands, and I hear can't touch this, okay? So I see with this energy, you're not it's like you're not putting your hand in the pot, okay? You're not putting your hand in the pot. You're sitting on your hands and allowing God to do God's job, okay? And it's like you've taken a back seat and you're allowing spirit to drive. And this can be uncomfortable for some of you. Again, this is collective, because it's like a lot of you like to control. Some of you have a lot of earth energy in your chart. So when it comes to earthly matters, you feel like you have to control a lot. But it's like the more you control, the more you try to control, the more you lose control. So you're just sitting on your hands and letting spirit take the wheel and dealing with things as they come up, but putting spirit first in everything. And spirit is very, very proud of you. Again, give yourself a hand clap. Give yourself a hug, okay? A kiss on the cheek, kiss on the forehead, you know. I did that backwards, but yeah, you know. Queen of my world as your shadow. I don't even... This is a shadow card, but I don't even see this as your shadow based on this burst of magic. So Pal-2, Selenite, and then going back to the representation of Selenite, how it cleanses all things, okay? Naturally. And I feel like with this cleansing that you're going through, okay, that is causing this rebirth, like you are stepping out as the queen or as the king. But really, whether you're male or female, this is representing divine feminine energy, okay? So this transformation, you are transforming into the divine feminine. You are mastering your divine feminine self. I hear you've already mastered the masculine part, so it's time to master the loving part of you. And with this red also representing the root chakra, like everything is shifting at the base, okay? It's like when you're preparing a meal and you're getting all of the ingredients for the meal. Some of you may be vegan, and please don't get offended by this, but when I talk about preparing a meal, I'm focused on the meat. How the meat is like let's just say you're making chicken Alfredo, okay? Because I ain't gonna, no cap, what I see right now is beef, but I'm gonna give the chicken Alfredo scenario, okay? Let's just, like, you cook the meat first. It's like you cook the noodles and the meat separate, then you combine them. But there's something about the meat. Everything is rebuilding. Everything has to... It's like step by step, you're adding a new ingredient to yourself, or you're discovering a new ingredient about yourself, which is aiding in this transformation. I'm getting some things you used to like, you don't like anymore. Some things you used to love, you don't love anymore. And this is all because of that divine transformation. It's like when you're a kid and you love a certain food, but when you become an adult, you don't like it anymore. That type of energy. And that's what you're going through. And it's like some things just no longer resonate with you, and it's okay. I feel like also with this Queen of my world, when it comes to things no longer resonating, if there's people that you've been following, those people that you've been following don't resonate with you anymore. And I feel like it's because who you look up to, it's time for you to become who you look up to. 11:11 on the timer when I said that, okay? It's time for you to become who you look up to. And it's time for you to take your power, because can you see this wand, this white wand? It's like she's bringing that back towards, in this card, she's leading with it. But I see this in your reading as needing to, that power you give to others, the power you give to others, you need to bring back to yourself, because you need to be who you look up to, and then some. Okay? Yeah, I got a notification when I said that. Emotions are running high. So this is definitely an emotional time for you. A lot of shedding is taking place for you. Again, out with the old, in with the new is what I hear. And this could be very uncomfortable. I feel like some people are not able to accept this transformation. And also, I feel like your transformation, so if you see this, I see this like leaking into other parts of people as well. Like, it's not just affecting you, it's affecting everyone that's around you. And as I do that hand motion, I'm thinking of someone swimming and how you have to move the waters to go forward. And right now, this is a time to really stand. It's a time to stand alone in your power. And you may be used to having a crowd with you, okay? You may be used to having your own entourage or a specific friend group with you. But as you tap more into your truth and the more that you ascend, people are unhappy, and it's a lot of emotions. It's a lot of, well, you don't have to do it this way. You could do it this way. And I hear, fuck all that. Like, surely fuck all that. Like, this transformation is for you. It's not for anybody else. And I hear, stop trying to bring people along that really don't want to do the work themselves. Okay? You are the queen of your world. Again, this says my world, okay? Not theirs, but yours. So the same transformation that you're going through, they're going to have to go through that same transformation by themselves, okay? And yes, you can be there for love and support, but you're not here to do the work for them. And it can be, shedding is emotional, releasing and letting go, it's emotional. And I get it, but respect the process, understand that it's a part of the process, and keep moving forward, okay? Next, we have openness, okay? So yeah, that's going back to sitting on the hands and just letting spirit, like, you're open to receiving, you're open to divine intervention, you're open to the cosmos, to the universe, you're open to everything that's being illuminated. It's like, as something is revealed to you, you see it, and then you're like, okay, does this need to stay or go? And it's giving me checklist vibes, like, you can stay, you can go. But before you created this checklist, you created a list of boundaries that were healthy for you. And this checklist is based off of those list of boundaries. And whatever doesn't fit, going back to, I think I mentioned, I accidentally mentioned puzzle piece. Like, it's like trying to make a puzzle piece fit in a specific spot where it doesn't fit. Like, no. And also, I feel like as you continue to move forward, right? Because this hand, right, is in the back. So it's like whoever falls off the bandwagon, there's someone else that wants to join you on the bandwagon. Someone else that looks up to you. Someone that wants you to guide them, to mentor them, to teach them what you know. Okay? And if this person isn't in your life yet, or these people, they're coming. And here, just wait on it. They're coming. Okay? And then we have the cave. So I feel like this is the energy that you're in right now during winter solstice. You're in the cave, okay? And in caves, like, if you go deep into a cave, there's so much magic in a cave, from how the rocks are formed. Certain crystals are in caves. Also, caves are the homes of some people as well. But I feel like throughout this winter solstice, you're right here in the cave, and can you see these eyes? But even though you're in the cave, you're divinely guided. Like, you're supposed to be in the cave right now. This is giving me that you're transforming during winter solstice, and then spring solstice, you're going to pop out with this transformation, rebirth, and the world can finally see it. But right now, and this is, this card is 32. So 1010, maybe themes for you to let you know cycles are ending for new ones to begin. But as you're in this cave, hold on. As you're in this cave, you're able to see through the darkness. Now, I stopped because I was focused on these hands. And with the hands, there's some shit that's intertwined together that needs to be untwined. I don't know if that's a word. If not, I just made it a word. But there's something that you may be entangled in or connected to that needs to be Instead of it being like this, it needs to be like this, okay? Together, separate. Together, deuces, all right? And if you don't know what this is, it is going to be enlightened for you, okay, throughout this winter solstice. So I hear pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, because it's going to be illuminated, okay? But the way it's going to be illuminated, I feel like Spirit is sending you messages in code. And it's time, it's your job to decipher the code, okay? It's just like street lingo. Like street lingo has its own coded messages, but if you know, you know, okay? And I feel like the way that you're connecting with Spirit, you're gonna know. So pay attention to the coded messages, all right? How to? But you are going through a deep transformation. You are going through a deep spiritual ascension, and spiritual ascensions can be hella emotional. You lose a lot, but in the end, you gain so much more than you lost. Some of you needed to hear that. You're going to gain so much more than what's lost, okay? You may feel alone as well. Going back to this cave card, you may feel alone. You may feel like everyone is turning on you. You may feel betrayed. But with this Find Balance card, it's like find balance within yourself. Whatever someone is trying to make you feel guilty about, you need to make yourself feel worthy about. Okay, I've never gotten that message before, but in this Find Balance card, there's books here. So I hear knowledge is wisdom. There's I don't know what this is called, but when you flip it and it's like a time thing. I don't know what this is called right here, but you like when you have a time limit, people use this to create time. So I'm hearing use this time to gain higher knowledge. Okay. Definitely go within. You need to recommit to yourself. Definitely buy yourself flowers, roses, and tulips. Tulips are a thing for some of you. Also, I'm getting you need to drink more tea. You need to drink tea with intention, and you need to get more sleep, okay? But all of these things together, committing to yourself, being patient, buying yourself flowers, reading, gaining knowledge, consuming certain teas with intention, like all of this comes together as unified dynamic balance for you, okay? You may not see now, but I hear by February you will, with this being a 2 card. And the way this light is around this circle, like this is divine illumination, divine matrix vibes, and that's in one of my decks, the divine matrix. But everything is happening in divine order. Allow things to flow, okay? And I see, y'all know the rims, like back in the day. Sorry, I just got a message. I got a notification. I think that's significant. So you know how the rims, like when they stop, they keep spinning? Like Spirit is saying, while you're resting, the transformation is still spinning and taking place. Also with this, you're going to be tested with people from your past that have really hurt you and pissed you off. Going back to the emotions are running high. Again, people from your past are here as a test. Remember that. They're a test to see if you've really understood the lesson or if you need to repeat it. And I'm hearing you don't need to repeat it, so understand the lesson, okay? Now let's see what you need to surrender. 21:11 on the clock when I said that. I do have to merge videos, so it may be different from when you see it, but it's significant to you. What does how to Selenite need to surrender? Thank you. Self-sufficiency. I hear Jesus take the wheel, but it says the ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Going back to the cave. You don't have to hide in the cave, but you need to hibernate in the cave. Don't hide, hibernate. But it doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source, and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. And that's aligned with your highest vibration, okay? We don't want anything that's associated with your lower vibrational frequency, that people-pleasing energy that no longer serves you, okay? We want some new shit. It's time to level up, like Sierra says, okay? So if this resonates and helps you at this time, thank you, Spirit. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. 22 on the timer. And I hear 2022 is going to be powerful for you. Pow number 2. Mercury retrograde, in my words, it's already happening. Just, I hear you're on the flight to a new destination. Allow Spirit to be the pilot, okay? I love you, babies. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you soon. Bye. Pile 3. Hey, beloved. Last but not least, pile 3. You chose the beautiful Smoky Quartz stone. This is a stone you should definitely work with throughout winter solstice. It's great for protection and realignment. I don't know what your cards are. I did see some of them as I shuffled, but I don't know who had who. And when I get into channeling, I'm just present in the moment. So I am going to pull final messages on camera with you guys. I didn't want this to be too long. So I did pre-shuffle, okay? But without further ado, let's get into it. First, some of you, pile 3, need to cleanse the energy of the past, okay? We are in January, but there's some energy from the past that's still lingering that needs to be cleansed. So let me cleanse the energy of pile 2. Sorry for the shaking. Oh my God, oh my God. Stop. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize about that. But let's get into it without further ado, shall we? Spirit of gratitude. So what you need to hear and what you need to know right now is that gratitude will take you places that complaining cannot. Gratitude can take you places that unhappiness cannot. Gratitude can open doors that you thought were closed. Also, I'm hearing gratitude helps open your heart. Gratitude helps the sun shine on the darkest days. Also, I'm sorry, I'm getting the messages. That's why I keep stopping. I'm getting the messages. So there's something regarding your thoughts. Your thought process is hella unhealthy right now, pile 3. And this card is 43. So 4 plus 3 is 7. So 7 is spiritual ascension, the crown chakra. And if you see with this cup, this is a cup, but it has ears and the flowers on the crown, okay? So I hear you need to fix your crown because it's like your crown is literally upside down on top of your head and you need to fix it right side up, okay? But with this, you're going through a crown chakra expansion, and this is initiated through the spirit of gratitude. Also, your third eye is opening. Because if you see this flower right here would represent the third eye. So your third eye is open. You're going through a higher self expansion. So third eye and crown chakra. You're starting to see things with your third eye that are not in the physical. I'm hearing your left brain is being activated as well. But there's something about hearing that's important to you. I'm hearing sometimes you just need, I'm just the channel. Sometimes you really need to just shut up and listen. Okay? If I were to say that in loving terms, you really need to be quiet and listen. Okay? But I specifically hear shut up and listen. Okay? I feel like, and with this, okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm getting the message is coming together. Okay. So this is a teacup, right? You know, sipping tea. Tea is information. Tea is giving information, receiving information. Y'all know how we use the whole sipping tea in 2022 to express something, right? To express information, downloads, knowledge, all of that being exposed and revealed, right? So at this point in time, it's like you need to sip your tea and be quiet, because there's some downloads and higher self expansions that are trying to happen for you, but you are unable to receive them because you won't hush. Okay. And I'm hearing you, some of you may be teachers, coaches, leaders in your own personal community. But I say this all the time, like sometimes the teacher has to be a student. And right now, Spirit is saying you need to be a student and listen and go through these divine upgrades so that you can go to the next level. Okay? Especially with this being a 7, it's time for you to ascend to the next level. But sometimes being quiet, it's like if you don't know how to be quiet, if you're choosing to speak, starts just speaking affirmations of gratitude. Okay, thank you, God, for a roof over my head. Thank you, God, for sunlight. Thank you, God, for the ability to see. Thank you, God, for my intuitive gifts. Thank you, God, for the lessons I have learned. Thank you, God, for allowing me to have food in the refrigerator. Okay, thank you, God, for allowing me to have gas in the car. Thank you, God, for the money that I have in this present moment. Thank you, God, for the vision that I have that I know will be brought to fruition because you gave me the vision type of energy. Okay, but it really, if things are chaotic, or if there's a lot of miscommunication or a lot of offending people, rubbing the wrong way, there's something like you really need to just listen. Okay, listen. All right, moving on. We have Alone in the World. Alone in the world, it's just me and you. Who is that? Oh, it's 111. It's 111 on January 11th. Oh, I have to post that. Okay, I have to post it. That is hella significant. 111 on January 11th. Look at God, okay? So it's interesting. I did all that. Alone in the world, it's just me and you. This is a 6 card, and we're in 2022, which is a 6th year. Okay, so I'm getting right now, it needs to be just you and God, okay? If you have a platform, if you're, one of those people that I mentioned, that you're a leader of something, this is a time to break away from that for a moment. I hear just for a moment, and really connect with Spirit. Like, get off social media, get off the posting, like cease all that right now, and really connect with the divine, because the divine is trying to show you something, to give you a specific download, to let you know what the next step is. But it's like you're talking so much that you can't hear. You're so opinionated that you can't hear. That was deep. Okay. And I'm hearing, yes, you may be right in your own truth, but the next person is also right in their own truth. And just as you're a reflection of God, so are they. So are you choosing to only see the God in you and disrespect the God in another? Because that may not be your intention, but that's how you're moving. And it's like your spirit team is trying to avoid a tower moment, help you avoid a tower moment. But because you're not listening, you're going to walk into a tower moment. Okay? So this is a time to really take your clothes off, get naked. Okay, this is giving me, y'all know in the Bible when Adam and Eve were walking around naked, and then after they ate the apple, they were able to see themselves and they realized they had no clothes on. It's sort of like living in an illusion, okay? So it's like whatever this method of thinking that you have, because I'm specifically focused on thinking with this crown chakra, which is the mind. So whatever level of thinking that you have, it may seem like on the outside that you're all good, you're in this palace, you have all of these clothes and all of that, and you have options, but and it's like you're really bearing your truth, you're really bearing all, but on the inside there's a sense of aloneness. So it also gives me, as I was saying that, how sometimes people talk so much to cover up a wound. It's like you talk so much to make sure that someone validates you. Do you need the people to validate you, or do you need God to validate you? Okay? Because how you're moving, it's not healthy. Okay? It's definitely not healthy. So Spirit is saying you need to sip some tea and check yourself. Okay? And I hear, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the work that you're doing, the work that you've done. But you need to humble yourself and be better. There's something about 369. And I say that because I see triangles in 369. Like the points, 369. So creation, alignment, culmination. You need to it's like, okay, it's like when you have a certain vision, right? You have a certain vision, you have something you want to accomplish. When you start it, you're very, very humble, okay? But the more you get the fame, the more you get the clout, the more you start to focus on that versus the original, okay? So it's like you need to go back to the original of something, because I'm hearing fame is getting you fucked up, okay? So you need to go back to the original you, the humble you. Give gratitude for the experience. Give gratitude for the transformation. Give gratitude for what you've attracted, the people that you've attracted. But you really need to check yourself. And gratitude is a great way to humble yourself, okay? It's like, it's coming, y'all. It's coming together, okay? But I hope that makes sense. Next, we have your dreams need a practical plan, okay? So going back to the message of the original full moon and Taurus energy. Taurus is all about the physical. So it's like, okay, simple things. Like if you want to make $3,000 in a month, okay? And there's an average of 30 days in a month. 3,000 divided by 30. Let's just do the math, okay? Because I'm trying to make a point here. So let's just say you want to, on your own, make $3,000 in a month, okay? Of course, everybody wants to make more than that, but we're keeping it simple. 3,000 divided by 30 will be $100 a day. So how can you make $100 a day, okay? If you don't have a way, or if you don't, there's always a way. So if you don't know the way to attract that, because especially if you're an entrepreneur, it's hit or miss sometimes. I'm an entrepreneur, I know. And it could be more misses than hits, okay? Let's be real, let's be logical, especially when you're starting out. So it's like you still have that goal to make $3,000 a month, but to not put so much pressure on yourself, because when you put a certain level of pressure on yourself, you start to do things that are out of ego and not out of spirit. So let's just say, let's take it down to $1,000. If you want to make $1,000 in a month on your own, 1,000 divided by 30 is $33.33 a day, okay? So what can you do to make $33.33 a day? Do you have a product? Are you able to give out a reading? Are you able to like what service can you provide daily to attract that, okay? Start with the little goals, okay? Start with, you can start with $1,000 if you have a platform, or if you don't have the platform, let's just say you want to make $500, okay? If you're just starting out, $500 and 500 divided by 30, that's $16, and so basically $17 a day, okay? When it comes to your dreams need a practical plan. If it's hard for you to accomplish that specific goal, try to accomplish another goal. Okay, you made $500 that 1 month. Okay, what did you do in that 1 month? It's like a science fair experiment. Is it science fair? Science fair experiment, okay? So this worked. I was able to meet this specific goal. What did I do to allow me to meet this specific goal? Okay, great. Now how can I double that next month? Okay, that's your dreams need a practical plan type of energy. But also when it comes to this energy, don't be so bullheaded, okay? I feel like I said that so aggressively, but you know, bullheadedness, Taurus is fixed energy, it's stubborn energy. Is it? Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, yeah. Taurus is fixed energy. Yeah, why the fuck am I tripping right now? Yeah, Taurus is fixed energy. So with this, like how, it's like how you're in your own way with something. How can you get out of your own way to achieve this goal and not be so stubborn about it, okay? But you really need to bring love into the situation. Let's see what this next card is. Be bold and make the first move. So there's something about both of these. Hold on, let me get the message. I hear, don't let your pride get in the way. Okay, so with this, be bold and make the first move. For those, this is a different scenario. For those of you who don't have, like, their platforms, aren't leaders, coaches, you know, things of that nature. For others of you, there's a dream that you're wanting to bring life to, that you're wanting to materialize. You're scared to do this because you don't have a practical plan, okay? Let's just say, for instance, I quit my job in June, okay? My plan was that I took this big ass leap of faith and I just assumed that God would make me an overnight success. That didn't happen. I didn't have a practical plan. That wasn't practical. Practical is something that's tangible, okay? That you know you can accomplish. So with that, you know, I ended up going weeks, sometimes months without receiving an order, a reading, like no income whatsoever, because I did not have a practical plan. And I ended up, you know, somewhat regretting the decision, because yes, I was bold and made the first move, but because my dreams didn't have a practical plan, things didn't flow as I expected them to. And so when you have a practical plan, it's like you know what to expect, but you also allow room for miracles, okay? So make a practical plan, but allow miracles to happen. But in order to get the ball rolling, you have to initiate, okay? So there's something needs to be initiated. Pile 3. And once you initiate, flow, okay? Flow. Again, some days when it comes to whatever this is that you're trying to materialize, some days will be brighter than others, okay? But always remain in a spirit of gratitude. What has kept me going, what has kept me in this position is my personal spirit of gratitude, okay? So with this, flow, and when you do make it, okay, because you will, as long as you believe in yourself that you'll make it, Spirit will ensure that when the time is right, you will make it, okay? You may be that 6-figure chick, that 7-figure chick, that 8-figure chick, or that 6-figure man, that 8-figure man, you know, so on and so forth. We're really flow. I hear flow with the tides. that happen in life, because there are going to be tides, and when things seem the darkest, that's when you need to have the most gratitude, okay? And then finally, yes, we have the hunter, okay? It's time to initiate. It's time to go after what you want. It's time to get out of your mind and get out of the mind and get into the physical, right? But also with this is giving me like a projector vibes. So what you're projecting is also a reflection of what's happening in your life. So what are you projecting? Are you projecting light? Are you projecting a go-getter attitude? Like, no matter what happens, I'm going to accomplish this, okay? But also with this, you're hunting for something. What are you hunting for? What is it that you're seeking? Ask yourself that. And then after you figure out what you're seeking, what you're hunting after, ask yourself why. Why? What's the root of this? Everything is about the root right now. If the root isn't right, nothing else is right. The foundation isn't firm, nothing else is firm. So be mindful of that, okay? And when you take the initiative to go forward, okay? I'm getting the horse just galloping. Like, take your time. Going back to this flow card, like, take your time, just flow. There's no race to the top. There's no race to the light, okay? What's meant for you will always be for you, all right? But check the ego. Check the ego, okay? Let's see, any final messages? That was interesting. Final messages for pile 3. Yeah, spread your wings and fly, okay? You're limiting yourself in something, okay? And this is giving me also, like, you're scared to support someone else that's doing what you're doing because you feel that they'll take away from you. Why? Maybe you should connect with that person that you're scared to support, and maybe they can enlighten you on some things, okay? And that way you have nothing to worry about. But it sounds like you're scared of the ego shattering. Here, what does pile 3 need to surrender to you? Okay, you got 2. First, we have impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. Oh, you got 3. True offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. Then finally, we have spaciousness. Going back to this, alone in the world. What do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places, or things that drain my vital essence. Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. I will see you soon in my next pick a card and upload. God bless you. 555 on the timer. It's time for change. Multitude of changes happening for you. Bye.